Go for it, Simon.
Okay, I'll think of something off the top of your head then.
Episode 8, but is it season 2, episode 1, or episode 8, or what do you want to do?
Season 2, episode 1. Shut up, Chris. I'm about to talk.
Oh,
I'm the host. I'm Philip Schofield. You're Holly Willoughby, all right?
You're Gordon the fucking gopher.
Welcome back to the Northeast Retro Den Nerdcast podcast. This is season 2, episode 1. We've made it to a second season, guys. That means we are officially better than Firefly.
Well said. Wasn't that well said, Zoe?
Had a kind of poetry to it, sir.
Yay!
And on a par with Terminator: The Sarah Connor Chronicles.
Oh my god. I've never even seen that.
Aye, keep it that way.
No.
Anyway, it's 2021. Northeast Retro Den, season 2, episode 1. Michael, give with the diddly-doos.
Diddly-doo, diddly-doo, diddly-doo. Everyone loves them. Come on.
What they tune in for, Michael? You and your controversial nonsense.
It's the only reason Michael involves in this because he likes doing the diddly-doos. The diddly-doos are going to be as famous as EastEnders Duff Duffs.
What was Diddly-Doo off again?
Wayne's World.
Austin Powers.
Wayne's
Wayne's
World.
World.
Of course, yeah. Mint. Love it. I watched Gold Member today.
I've not seen that in years.
Yeah, it was brilliant.
I got kicked out of the cinema when I watched that as a kid. I was about 16 or something.
I
I got really drunk. I got really drunk and I was dead loud in the cinema and I asked to leave.
There was only like 3 of us in the cinema when we went to go and see it, and it was very funny.
It is brilliant.
I'd say it's the weakest of the 3.
Yeah, but it's still good though, isn't it?
It's still
Even though
good.
it's the weakest.
It's
Yeah.
I don't know. I reckon it's better than the second one.
Do you think?
I think so, yeah.
They're all.
They've all got their own little things. I think just for
Yeah.
Gold Member itself, though.
Yeah, he's brilliant, isn't he?
He's fantastic.
I like
Yes.
gold.
That's it. That's your keeper.
Yes. Brilliant, man. Anyway.
So we're back and we've had a unusual Crimbo and New Year. I don't know about you guys. I didn't go very far.
No, work and in bed.
No, exactly. So the
I
people...
had a Christmas off for a change. This is nice.
Aye.
Must have been a nice change for you, Chris. Well, not a nice change, a change, but
A change, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say I have Christmas off, but I can't see my family.
bittersweet. Bittersweet, I think, is probably
So-
the term to be used.
It could be
But you
win-win.
have to
Depends
keep-
on his family.
Yeah.
You got a haircut? Did you get a haircut?
I can't say no.
Chris, did you get a haircut?
When?
You got one.
I don't know, you look-
Yeah, I've had haircuts, over the duration of my life, yeah.
Didn't you have... Was it not you, though, that had trouble when you went out on the day they announced the lockdown? You couldn't get a haircut because...
So they announced.
Oh, we're getting in trouble with them now.
Yeah, so they announced the lockdown on a Wednesday, and I was planning to get my haircut on Thursday, so I dived down to my barber's, and the queue was up the road, right outside the shop to get in.
Hello.
I got it,
You got it done. How long did you have to wait?
I think an hour.
Oh, and you waited.
Thing is, though, it doesn't matter now, but in like 6-7 weeks' time, it'll make a big difference. I wouldn't like Sai with big long locks. Another wrong year with Sai.
Luckily, you can watch some razors as well, then, eh?
I mean, I'm not going to say they've done a terrible job. I mean, I'm sure it'll look fantastic when it's finished.
Oh, Simon, by the way,
Mm.
I contacted Retro Gamer.
My old friends at Retro Gamer Magazine.
Yeah, and Darren, or Darren, or whatever, is it? An
Darren.
editor?
Yeah.
Gave him a quick email, sent him a few pictures. He was all excited, seen a few of the arcades. Thought, oh, great, yeah. Would you like to be in, is it Collector's Corner or something?
Yeah, that's what I was in, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And I went, all right, yeah. So I sent him a quick email back, and I've not heard nothing since.
Oh, they will. They work like 3 months behind. So
I don't know
especially
how
at the
it
minute.
works.
They'll get in touch with it. What they'll do is they'll ask you to take some like decent photographs. Because I sent them some photographs and they went, no, these are shit. We need actual photographs we can print. And they'll ask you they'll send you an email with a bunch of questions for you to answer.
Right.
How
And then
are we gonna get all your arcades all in the same place at the same time?
What do you mean? They're all in there in the same place?
he doesn't just need one photo, you know.
What are you on about, Chris? Chris, what are you drinking?
First time in about a week I've been drinking. No,
Oh,
it's
so
all your
how do you
arcades
get
in the garage, aren't they? You've got them in the garage at home.
How do I get all the arcades that are in the arcade at the same time?
Come on, how do you get all you? Because you haven't got them all together, have you?
Yes.
You sure it wasn't you that knocked your head on my keyblade?
Yeah, I know. I haven't got them all together.
Ignore me.
Chris, you've been to the arcade about 4, 5, 6 times.
I've
What
got-
do you think?
Michael, he's on about the ones in your garage.
Oh, there's only a couple in my garage now.
But that's what he's meaning, though.
They're the best
That's
ones.
what he's meaning.
I've got Crazy Taxi in the garage, which is going, and I've got
Soldier.
Pole Position, which is last on the list to be looked at.
Pole Position's a good game.
Yeah, but apparently it's notorious to catching fire, so I've left it for last.
You put it in your house.
In the garage. Yeah, but then I've got Tekken 3's coming any day now. It's been picked up, so that'll be coming to mine, so I can play that for the next month before I put that in the arcade.
I'll have to give you a game. Actually, hang on a previous podcast. Didn't you say Tekken was shit?
You did.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I've only ever had a little go at the arcades on Tekken 1, maybe 2, and I thought the blocky graphics are just absolute pants.
Tekken 3 is
not
not blocky.
Tekken 3's fluid though. It looks really fluid, and they've got like
The better.
all that smoke when you hit someone. It's like little smoke animation.
The thing
You know,
is,
for somebody who likes retro gaming, slagging off blocky graphics is pretty wrong. Like,
No. Michael doesn't like retro. Michael is the Gerald Ratner of retro gaming. He's got a retro gaming business, but he'll sit here and slag it off.
no, the problem is, what I do know, Chris, like you were saying, like, oh, how can you not like Tekken but then buy it, the arcade? And I haven't bought it for me. I've bought it because I know a lot of other people like it. You can't always buy something that just you like when you're running an arcade, can you?
Tekken 3 is a huge game from the 90s. It was one of the biggest on the PlayStation, wasn't it? I think it was something like one of the top. I think sales-wise, it was one of the top 3 sold on the PlayStation. I think behind Gran Turismo and something else. Tekken 3 was up there. No, it was sold a lot more than Ridge Racer.
Really?
Tekken 3's, and I'm sure, I haven't looked this up, so anyone want to correct me in the comments, feel free. But I'm sure it's in the top 3 games.
watch out, we'll be getting hashtag fact checked.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, if you think
There'll be a warning underneath us. All right, underneath side. This is
Tekken 3. If you think the PlayStation, you say name a fighting game on the PlayStation, you're only going to see Tekken 3, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Whereas if you look at any other system, you've got loads and loads of games. Tekken 3 was just a standout one, wasn't it?
Yeah. But so you understand, I can't just keep getting the ones that, even though I'd like to get the ones that I love. You can't. You've got to appeal to everyone, don't you?
Yeah.
I like how on the group chat you keep saying, "Oh, have you seen this new game I found? Castlevania Collection on the Switch."
You like that?
Yeah, you heard of this one? Contra.
Tell you what, mate.
No. It's not. Have you heard of it? It's going cheap
Have
on.
you seen the deal?
Yeah.
You stupid fool. Have you heard? I've got them all on the Mega Drive. You fool. What are you on about?
I'm just waiting you.
Don't worry. There were some cracking deals on that Switch sale, though, wasn't there?
Absolutely.
Those Konami ones where the Castlevania collection, the Contra collection, $3.99 for about 10 games across a variety of systems. There's loads of there's loads of extra stuff as well, though, isn't there? Like artwork and the Japanese versions and all sorts.
Yeah.
Cracking deals then.
I don't know if I'd said this before, but at the arcade, especially, you get, the young'uns, like the, 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds, and they pay the money to come in with the parents, and they end up sitting on the sofas, playing on the Switch for 2 hours, and the parents are like, "You've got this at home, what you doing?" But they just get sucked in. And the Switch, to me, is a bit sort of retro. It's not retro, it's modern, it's brand new, but it feels that little bit retro.
And embraces it, yeah.
I think Nintendo have done that, and they've done it really well, I think.
Well, the Switch is very much about, local co-op, local multiplayer, local versus, isn't it? I mean, I know there is online multiplayer on Switch games, but I don't think people really have... that's not why you buy a Switch.
No,
I don't. I mean, I've got Mario Kart, and I've played it online with John Smith before a little bit, but not much. I've got Among Us for the Ben, and he hasn't been online on that yet, but I've got that for him. And I mean, you can play them all online. You can play Streets of Rage 4 online, can't you?
Can you play Among Us local as well? Is it just a one-player game too? Or do you play it against AI?
You can play it local as well, yeah.
I finally played Streets of Rage 4.
It's only like £3, Mick, as well, on the Switch.
I don't have a Switch. I've got Among Us on the mobile.
Well, the Switches now, you can't, if you're savvy, you can get them cheap enough. I say cheap. You can get it for under 200.
Occasionally. It's like most Nintendo things, that it doesn't drop its price the same way.
No, it's the games as well don't. Mm-hmm. But I've noticed, I was mentioning this the other day, but all the special editions, Simon, have you seen all them different boxes? And a lot of these special edition games are coming out for it as well. I've never even heard of. They do like a music one with, I don't know, it's little sort of like bongos or something. That's like £70. Have you seen that?
No.
It's on Smith's. It's on Smith's.
Right. No, I haven't seen that.
Is it a version of Donkey Konga, like?
It's not. It's got a funny name, like I said. I don't know. I'll have a look if you want to carry on chatting, and I'll show you.
Come back in half an hour.
Aye. How was that?
He's worked his phone.
How was the Daft Chicken shoot game you bought for Switch?
I haven't. You know what? I played it once and then I put it away because
not very good then.
No, because I put. I've been absolutely addicted.
We all know that Hendo doesn't play games.
I've been absolutely addicted to this. I'm on the last level, me and the boys.
I played that one. I played the original one on Wii U. It was really good.
I absolutely
no, sorry.
love it.
The original one was on regular Wii. Not played Freeze.
It's fantastic. Me and the kids absolutely love it, and we play that.
It's supposed to be quite tough, isn't it?
It is, yeah. It is. It's really good game. So I put the chicken game on. I had one shot, and that was it. Put it away. I thought, cool. I only wanted it for the gun. By the way, it's gone down by £5. So if anyone wants it for the gun for future, and that was it. Yeah. What about you? Any buys? What you been buying?
Well, I know me and Chris both got the Series X, didn't we?
I put the box out and display it. Yeah.
And Michael got himself the Capcom Home Arcade, which me and Chris are both fans of.
Yeah, they're amazing.
Very good. Love it.
Yeah,
feels so nice. Everything.
Well, what's it?
You played Alien vs Predator yet?
No. I've been 1944 and Ghouls and Ghosts.
Nice.
It's an excellent machine. I mean, I've done separate videos on it, but it's the quality of it. It feels, compared to one of those cheap Pandora machines, it feels head and shoulders above it, doesn't it? The quality,
absolutely.
The quality of the parts, the Sanwa buttons and sticks. They're
so reactive as well. Like this when you like start button on it, you just touch it barely instead of having to hammer it down like on this bad boy and this bad boy. Yeah,
and it's full 1080p. It's a lovely thing, and it's nice being able to post your high scores. It might seem like a little thing, but that's what arcades were about, wasn't it? It was about
absolutely
your high scores. Yeah, I like mine.
I think it would be good if it had like local high scores, so if you could like add your friends.
Yeah.
Because I think some of the high scores are like you're not going to get the top 100 now, are you? But it'd be nice if you had like maybe 10 friends and you could try and like beat the scores and whatever.
I was fourth on Street Fighter 2 for the first week it came out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because no one else had it, I guess.
5 people in the world had it. I was in the top 5.
No, it's a lovely system, like. Yeah, but the Series X. I'm new to Xbox really because I had an Xbox 360. I never had an Xbox One. So Game Pass is like revolutionary to me. I'm loving it.
It's fantastic. I'm loving Game Pass. As much as I love collecting games, I'm loving Game Pass. I sat today, been off today, and there's a new DLC for Gears called Hive Busters.
It looks really. I downloaded it. I haven't played it.
I went through the full thing today. Loved it. Oh, brilliant. Just you know, Gears is great fun, great shooter, but you can tell that they've added so many little bells and whistles for the next gen on it. It looks really pretty, and it's got the usual Gears sort of camaraderie, wisecracking gameplay. Yeah, great stuff. It's only about 3 hours long, but it's cracking. And if you've got Game Pass, it's free, so why not?
Yeah, I've downloaded it. I'm going to give it a go. Because I reckon I've played all sorts, but Forza was really good. Forza Horizon.
Forza Horizon's amazing, yeah.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal. But I reckon High Buster's up there with that in terms of graphics. I'm looking forward to that.
You can see when they were making it, they had the Series X in mind. I mean, it's out on your standard Xbox One, but yeah, you can kind of tell they had it. There's lots of little lighting and ray tracing effects put in there. You think because they could. But yeah, cracking.
The thing I've been playing more than anything at the moment though has been Cyberpunk. Loving Cyberpunk.
You're always on that.
I've literally finished it. Yeah, like today, I finished it today.
Is it you going to say some controversial stuff now? Is it, Chris?
No, I've really enjoyed it.
Enjoyed it?
Yeah,
it seems to be a bit of a minority at the moment, I think.
It's really. I mean, it's no worse for me than when I first played Fallout 4 or Skyrim.
Yeah.
You've got to save often because there's bound to be the odd cutscene that doesn't trigger or mission that doesn't load up properly. But it's fine. I think give it another year, it'll be a nice, really nice, polished game. But it's a bit rough. But I really enjoyed it.
I mean, I'm about 10 hours into it.
Did you want to wait a year though?
Well, that's yeah.
I mean, what you're going to get though?
Really want to?
You're going to get the Series X version because that's not even out yet. So the version you got at the minute, you're playing the Xbox One version, yes, which the Series X is just brute forcing into a playable state. Yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, but CD Projekt Red have said the next gen versions, the patches are coming and they'll be free. So it will.
I think so.
But yeah, I've been about 10 hours in myself. I'm like, it does play a lot like a Fallout kind of game, doesn't it? Yeah. With the structure, with your side missions and what have you. But I'm enjoying it, and I am tempted though to load it onto me regular base level Xbox One just to see what happens, see if it is as bad as people say. Because I did stupidly download the PC version, and I've got an i5 and a 1050 Ti graphics card, and it just kind of fell out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it just kind of went, nah.
What I don't understand is if you play something like Red Dead 2 or GTA 5, the world around you is a lot more intelligent, I think. The characters have got their own lives, they do their own things, and there's none of that in Cyberpunk. It's not next gen at all.
But it didn't start out as a next gen title. It was
no, it didn't. No, but
it was in development for years, wasn't it?
The only thing going for it really, because the combat's all right. The setting's amazing. It's a story. The story's phenomenal.
The story's great. Yeah, I've liked the characters that I've met so far. I like the setting's very. It's its own world, isn't it? It's kind of Blade Runner-y. It's kind of Total Recall-y, but it's its own thing.
It's like an 80s version of the future, isn't it? Which I love that. Yeah, I mean, the story. I mean, Keanu Reeves'
version of the future. I love it.
It is, yeah. You watch like Total Recall. You watch Total Recall. It's got that kind of vibe to it. I've really enjoyed it. Story-wise, Keanu Reeves is absolutely brilliant in it. I've enjoyed every second of it. I'm not going to play it now until they do the next gen update, though. I'll give it a year. But story-wise, amazing. Game-wise, I felt a bit like when you play Skyrim, you get the end of Skyrim. There's still a million things you haven't done, but you finish it. I got the end of Cyberpunk, and I've done everything. I've ticked every single box to get to where I am. So there's a lot of content could be there that maybe should be there. Yeah, enjoyed that.
Yeah, that's great. On a next gen system, it's not a complete train crash, but it's.
Is it your favourite game of the year?
In 2021.
Yeah.
So far, is it? Do you know played so far?
That's not in the script, but what's your favourite game of 2020?
Ooh, I played so many.
Released in 2020 or that I played in 2020?
Both.
I played so many games. The unexpected one that I really enjoyed was Days Gone. That was kind of like out of left field. Turned it on and then was addicted to it.
Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Yes, I was going to say Final Fantasy VII Remake was probably the pinnacle. Of it.
No way.
Nice. Bye, Mike.
Streets of Rage 4 would be up there.
Thank you very much. Final Fantasy VII Remake brings me nicely onto my latest purchase.
Streets of Rage 4.
As well.
Michael, you have a big chopper.
Hey.
What's your Simon?
Streets of Rage 4 was huge, and I really, really enjoyed Battletoads as well.
Oh.
Yeah, the remake of Battletoads was great.
Streets of Rage 4 for me because, me and the kids absolutely loved it. 4-player. Best 4-player game I've played in a while.
Still not bought it.
Since GoldenEye, probably the best 4-player game.
It's so good. It plays so well.
So it's probably Mario Kart Double Dash, GoldenEye, Streets of Rage 4 for me.
In 2020?
No, they're the best 4-player games.
4-player.
Oh, 4-player game, sorry. Yeah. Just keep changing the subject. I don't know where we're at.
I've been very much enjoying Dirt 5.
Yeah, you said about that. That looks
really good fun. It's a lot more arcadey than I expected it to be. But, because the Dirt series used to be quite serious, didn't it?
Well, it was Colin McRae Rally, wasn't it?
Colin McRae, yeah. But no, Dirt 5 is great fun. I'd say it plays even more arcadey than Forza Horizon.
They got a bit. I think Forza Horizon, you could put an argument that it's actually an open world game, but the Dirt series did get a bit. It was all jazzy, wasn't it? And so I can see that. Forza Horizons. The reason I like Forza Horizon, not change the subject totally, is because it's set in the northeast in Scotland. You play around it, you go past Bamburgh Castle and Doon Reservoir and all that kind of stuff.
You do know Scotland isn't in the northeast.
I said northeast of Scotland.
Well done.
You see, when you say Scotland, what part? Like the borders?
So Forza Horizon, it's like Northumberland. So you've got like Bamburgh Castle, and Doon Reservoir down our way, and then you've got all the way up to Edinburgh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's not.
So you've got a really boring drive up the A1, basically, is what you're telling me.
No.
Doesn't sound like an exciting game. I do that trip out with this year at least 3 times a year, and it's not fun.
It's all speed cameras. It's rubbish.
Absolutely. I ain't playing a racing game up with speed cameras flashing out there.
It's phenomenal if you want to give it a try. There's loads of like special events. There's like Top Gear events, and there's like a Halo special event where you play with you play in like the Halo world, but you go through Bamburgh Castle and stuff. That's quite fun.
I enjoyed the bits where you do like the stuntman things, where there's like a TV crew and ask you, say you got to belt up this road and jump through a windmill or something.
Yeah,
it's good. It's very pretty.
Yeah, but it's got some really good like open world elements to it as well, which I quite like. But going back to the Dirt series, that they become more and more jazzy as it's been on. It's all like colourful sort of like challenges and what have you, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how it seems like it is now. Anyway, I haven't played loads of them.
Yeah, they're fun games. I mean, to be fair, there's a big market for arcade racers now, isn't there? That isn't really there anymore.
But I still play Burnout Revenge to death.
Mm-hmm.
I've been playing Split Second from the 360.
All right.
Great arcade racer where you can cause things to happen to your opponents, like you're belting along and you can set off something in front where a building will just collapse on top of them in front of them, and so that's backwards compatible on Series X. So I've been playing that. But speaking of
playing Paradise Remastered on the PS4 because it's on PS Now. It's only one I've got on it, so I was enjoying it.
Yeah, good games.
Well, speaking of Series X and stuff, one of the topics we've divulged on recently with the Series X and the PS5 and the troubles therein is scalping has been a big thing these last couple of months. Now,
Certainly
yeah, I'm in the opinion just because you bought something cheap doesn't mean you have to sell it cheap. If I go to a boot sale and I find a copy of Castlevania Symphony of the Night for £1, and I've already got a copy, unless you be busy mate, you're not getting it for £1. But
fair enough.
But what I'm sure you'll agree, but I'll ask you guys, when it comes to people who are hitting major retailers with bots that almost make it impossible for your average Joe to pick up a console, and only so they can turn them and flip them, that ain't fair.
No, absolutely not.
It's horrendous. Well, you guys know the pains because you're all in the same group chat as us when I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning trying to get a PS5. You kind of get them. Like the amount of times I've been on the checkout and just can't get through at the last minute. It's infuriating. But then I was on Aldi had I'm not sure it was a Black Friday sale or a Boxing Day sale or something.
With a Switches.
They had like but they had a queuing system. So you log on and it says you're 2,500 in the queue. When it gets to your turn, you log on the website. And by the time you get on the website, it's fully functional. It doesn't crash. If it's out of stock, it's out of stock. You know exactly where you're at. Everyone should have the same sort of system, in my opinion, anyway.
Apparently, Walmart in America, when they had PS5s going on sale one day, had 2 million buys in the first few seconds, which was obviously these bots. Obviously they didn't have 2 million PlayStation 5s to sell.
No.
So, but because that's what these bots do. They wait for them to go live, and then it bombards. It's almost like a DDoS attack. Bam! Just all of these orders come in flying at once, and it completely crashed Walmart's site. And to be fair to Walmart, they cancelled the lot.
Yeah.
But it's back in the day where you would queue outside a shop at stupid o'clock in the morning to get you sell a console. If you've gone to that trouble and you want to then sell it, best of luck to you. I don't care. But these people who
absolutely,
they're just who just it's got the point now where your average Joe doesn't have much of a chance. And
no, but do you not think, Simon, since the new year, it hasn't been a huge thing that there isn't as many trying to
because Christmas is gone.
Right.
Yeah.
Because Christmas is gone. Because what they're doing, they're preying on these poor bastards who are too soppy to tell their kid, no, you can't have a PlayStation 5 for Christmas.
You'll wait.
Yeah, you can wait until the new year when they're available, and they'll get 800, 900 quid.
Games out. You know what I mean? The best time to wait for a PS5 is probably May, June time when there's a hell of a lot more games out, and it's worth buying and it's worth having one.
I mean, I'm enjoying my Series X, but I wouldn't have paid over the odds for it.
No.
As you get older, you realise that there's no point in rushing out and buying a brand new console for 5, possibly 6 great games. Oh well,
there's not. There's no games out.
Exactly. Or instead, waiting for another 6 months till they actually release something worth buying it for.
That's it. Me and Chris both managed to get the Series X for retail price, and in 6 months' time, when they're freely on the shelves, they'll still be that price. So I'm happy to pay that price now, but I wouldn't have paid any more. Out of principle, I'll not pay any more.
No, I wouldn't either.
Well, to be fair, Si, you're one of the one of the few people who got extra consoles by accident, and you sold them on to people at cost price, didn't you? You didn't make a penny for anyone.
Yeah, because I had about 3 different tabs open trying to buy them from a few different sites at once. Got stupidly lucky and ended up with more than one. Howie, can you imagine if I'd sold it on for a profit after me preaching this on the page for 6 months? If I'd scalped them, I'd never live it down.
You see, the PlayStation though,
we make sure.
because they haven't sold. Obviously, they've sold loads and loads of units of the PlayStation, but the game sales are only about a third of what they should have been. For what a new console would usually sell.
Because there really isn't many.
It's only about 5, isn't there?
But they reckon that there's half the PlayStations are still sitting sealed in someone's garage, because people haven't got them.
That's apparently right. That's why Sony are against it, because Sony don't make any money at all on the sale of the console.
Mm-hmm.
So, but they make money on the games. You get it even if there's not much out. If you get a new console, you buy a couple of games, don't you? So, but Sony have sold out all their consoles, but they're not making any money because all these consoles are sealed, like Chris says, in someone's garage waiting to be flipped. So they're not making money. I'm sure to a lesser extent the same is true of Xbox. They did seem to be easier to get hold of, though.
Well, they probably should do something about it, as in make more before they're released, or push the release date until they can make X amount.
They love it. They love it.
I think that
they do not make any mistake. They love the hype.
I'm not so sure.
They love it.
It's Nintendo's trick.
Yeah, it's gone on for years since I was a Ben, and surely for you as well.
Nintendo's trick is to
never bought on release day for a console.
No. But you haven't had to. But a lot of people do or can't, and that's gone on for years, Mick. It hasn't just happened now. It's not just the PS5. I've known this for years.
But I think scalping and flipping wasn't to the extent it was now.
That's the difference.
People in the past, people would queue up outside Game or whatever, and they'd end up with one, or if they were very lucky, 2 extra consoles they could sell on. What you didn't have was Facebook groups set up to have everyone using bots to hoard thousands of consoles and hold them hostage essentially until people are prepared to pay 3 times the price. Which means Sony and Xbox are sat there saying, "Well, we've sold all the consoles. Why is nobody using them?" It's because
I remember the Nintendo 64. That as well. That you couldn't get hold of that when it first came out.
Was it?
I remember having a bit of a struggle to get an Xbox 360 at launch.
They were launched the way. Yeah. And the Wii was the one when the Wii came out. You couldn't get one of them.
That was impossible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was impossible. And that was a good month before December. I remember trying to get that and you couldn't get it. So it's gone on for years, hasn't it? They love the hype. That's what it is.
I think it's just they've got a platform now to be able to make as much money as they possibly can. I mean, because they're not charging 50 quid extra. If people were not selling them on for 500 quid, you wouldn't be as angry. But that's 1,200 quid for a PlayStation 5. How
But like you said, Mick, if they know what's going to happen. They know the supply the demand is going to be huge. They could make more if they wanted to.
The only way I can see around it would be to not do online sales.
Yeah, but these are multi-billionaire companies.
Which in this day and age, it never happened. But that's the only way I could see that.
Especially not November 2020.
I'll tell you what. Put it this way: do you ever see them selling out of the latest iPhone?
I wouldn't know. But you always get a bunch of spanners queuing up outside the Apple shop, don't you?
Yeah. But how many people's contract run out specifically when the new iPhone or the new Samsung comes out? It's not just a couple of thousand, it's millions, isn't it?
I don't know. I've never given any thought.
It is. Exactly. And they just so happen to have them.
To be fair, I think PlayStation have sold something like 94 million units worldwide now in the space of 2 months?
Yeah,
it's pretty impressive. I think they just kind of produce them quick enough. That's the problem.
Yeah.
And do they make 10 million to have 5 million sitting on a shelf not doing anything?
Is that more to do with 2020 than anything else? More to do with the pandemic?
Yeah,
parts getting shipped over, or the parts being available in factories and they're not having the people to make them.
It's definitely part of it, definitely.
Do people still make them, or is there machines? I don't know.
So the thing I wanted to bring up was and I'll put it in now because these guys took some flack for this as well. is our old friends at CEX. Now, they took they took some flack for essentially enabling scalping.
Absolutely.
They're selling. I mean, they're selling the consoles for 800, 900 quid, but they were paying over the odds for them at the same time. So they were paying 600, selling at 800, whatever.
That's my issue. So for me, CEX, they should have offered cost price or near enough to it. Sell it for £1,000 if you want. Doesn't bother me. But don't pay £700 for a PlayStation 5, because all you're doing is you're just enabling the scalpers to buy, and it's an easy sale because they don't have to do anything. They walk in the shop. There you go. It's still sealed. There you go. And where you go. It's not right.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
CEX on a legitimate shop, like they don't sell brand new PS5s, do they?
Well,
you know what I mean?
See, no, I know what you mean.
You know what I mean?
They don't get stock. They don't buy stock from the stockist as such. Yeah. They do with games though, don't they?
Occasionally do with games. Yeah, they do something.
With games, I thought so.
So it's tough. I mean, it's hard. I mean, if you're going to buy it, then that's up to you. They're a shop. I don't agree with it, but
I mean, there'll be an algorithm somewhere that says that by paying £600, £700 for a PlayStation or an Xbox Series X,
Chris, they manipulate the market. That's what they do. They manipulate the market, and they are they are at the top of manipulating the market for games and games consoles.
I don't think it's right, because all they've done is they've just enabled, thousands of people across the country to go out and scalp on their behalf, because that's all they've done.
Yeah.
The
pre on the
for example, if Si got 3 PlayStation 5s, take 2 of them to Kex, and then you got yours for free.
Could have done.
Eventually.
You had a couple of spare Xboxes, didn't you? You could have easily scalped them. You could have easily just dropped them off anonymously to CEX, but you didn't.
Green.
The green side.
I'm not on my screen.
You don't know. You were before. Simon.
Yes.
Get your boy out.
Hang on, let me start.
Get your lad out.
He's got green.
Am I green?
Not now.
The whole screen. Your whole picture's green.
It's like a green filter.
Okay.
I just sent you the picture. Last time you were green, and you did something and it went off straight away.
It's like Games Master, Channel 4, 1993.
It's my Game Boy filter or something, isn't it?
Yeah.
Game Boy,
All right.
With Dexter Fletcher.
There you go.
Fletcher. Is that really who you're going to pick from Games Master?
Exactly.
Patrick Moore. He was Games Master, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He was the Games Master. But then it was always Big Dom, so Dominic Diamond.
Dominic Diamond was funny, wasn't he? You could tell he didn't give 2 shits.
Yeah.
He still doesn't.
He
follow him on Twitter, he's brilliant.
To be honest, he wasn't there just really for the games, was he, though? He was there because it was a job.
Yeah. That's it. And he told you could tell he just had nothing but disdain for these spotty little oiks.
Yeah, it was, wasn't he? Did you know it? It did. He was about 7, 8, 9 years older than them, most of them, the teenagers. And he was going out on the lash and stuff and wanting to have a good time. And he's like, yeah, whatever, look at this. Dealing with kids, wasn't he? He was like a childminder, wasn't he?
He was. I used to watch Games World. Do you remember that on Sky One?
I didn't have Sky back then.
It was.
I couldn't afford it.
It was. We used to do competitions with Tekken and Gran Turismo.
Yeah, and David Williams got his big break on it.
Did he?
Really?
Yes.
I'm stuck on Shadowgate on the NES. Can you tell me where to find the 4th key?
All right, my lover. It's very simple. Yes, go to the banquet hall and burn the carpet. You'll find the 4th key under there. And if you see any roses, tell them I went that way.
Thanks.
He watched movies, games, and videos on ITV.
Oh, movies, games, videos. I remember that. Yeah. There was another one, but I can't bite the snow. There was another one on Channel 4.
There was another one with a short blonde haired lass with a
Violet Berlin.
Violet Berlin. Bad
Violet
Influence.
Berlin.
Bad Influence, it was called.
Bad Influence, yeah. That's that Gaz Top's wife.
Are they married, are they? I don't know.
Yeah, I think so. I'm pretty sure they are.
I actually emailed him.
Gaz Top.
Yeah, Gaz last year because he did a. Well, he was in Bad Influence, wasn't he? He did all that.
No, it was.
He did How To.
Yeah, he did How To.
No, it was the guy did.
That's what I reply. Yeah, run through.
Was the blonde fella who used to Andy someone or other?
Crane?
Andy Crane, yeah.
Andy Crane, yes. That's right. Anyway, well, I must have got mixed up and I emailed that Gaz.
You emailed Gaz Top thinking he was Andy Crane.
No, not really. I emailed him asking if you wanted to come to one of the events.
Did you call him Gaz Top or did you call him Andy Crane?
Gaz. I'll find the email for you and I'll send it to you.
Speaking of that,
I told him what we did and everything. He just said, "Oh, it sounds great, thank you very much, but it's not my sort of thing." I was like, "All right then."
Well, that's because it wasn't him that presented a games program.
No.
Let's get Dominic Diamond to share.
Oh,
why don't you just ask loads of random people? Ask loads of random people. Why don't you email Daley Thompson while you're on and see if he fancies coming along? He had a video game named after him.
Green.
You green again, Si?
Am I green? Why am I green? Hang on a second.
You're green again, Are you green again?
I'm green. Apologies to anybody watching if I turned green. Apparently this is the Game Boy edition, the DMG edition of the Northeast Rotterdam podcast. It's not easy being green.
Oh.
No. Never mind.
Oh well. We'll figure it out. I guess this cheap ass webcam isn't all it's cracked up to be.
I've still got my 50 pence one going strong. Ubisoft.
Is that what you're still using?
Still using that one. I bought a posh one and we couldn't get it working. And I just reverted back to the Ubisoft one. It's fine.
I might dig out my Ubisoft one then. I've still got it.
50 pence EX.
Really?
Yeah.
That's brilliant.
Aye. So yes, what we're talking about, Daley Thompson and Michael emailing random people.
Yeah. Anyone.
Yeah. Well, if you email Daley Thompson, make sure you're asking him as Daley Thompson.
Yeah. Don't email Daley Thompson thinking it's fucking Samuel L. Jackson or something.
And also ask him if we can all have some joysticks off him because we all broke our joysticks.
Aye, he owes me at least 3 quick shots or cheaters.
Absolutely.
Hey, I tell you what, I reckon we could get Daley Thompson to our event.
I reckon it's a challenge. Well, we're going to ask we are going to ask Johnny Depp later, yeah. Stay tuned, podcasters. Later on tonight, I forgot to mention this earlier on, we will be putting the retro question of the day to Johnny Depp on this screen.
Whoa.
No, not yet. He's waiting in the wings. So
when you email Daley Thompson, name drop Johnny Depp.
Yeah.
Or how do you think I got Johnny Depp and name drop Daley Thompson?
Daley Thompson.
He was like that prick owes me a joystick.
Right, that's a challenge.
If I can fleetingly return to the script.
What? Don't pretend there's a script.
I'm a green again, am I?
No, you're not green.
No, but you should be.
I should be.
Is that your notebook, Michael?
Yeah, it is, yeah. It's got the latest arcades that I want to buy in.
Oh, don't let people see them, man.
Do you need an entire notebook for that?
Yep.
Have you seen his writing? It's all in crayon.
I saw a Robocop there. I saw a Robocop at the top. Neo Geo.
I did have Robocop at one time.
Now, you've just put the prices of those up straight away. Anyone who's selling them.
So, Michael, I can't help but notice there's a game box in front of you. Would this be something you're planning to get into next in 2021?
I'll tell you what, Simon, you are right. How did you notice that?
It's only 3 times you've lifted it up.
Tetris.
So what's this new game you found, Michael?
That's it. Brand new. Never heard of before. Virtual reality. Yeah? Tetris on the Virtual Boy. And it will be available at the next event at the arcade, Virtual Boy, and I think Simon has one right now.
Well, there's such hard things to find out. I mean, I wish I could come to the event so I could get a chance to try one, but I'll just have to do with this.
At least you wouldn't have to wash yours down every time you want to go and use it.
Well, it did belong to Michael Coxon, so it's been thoroughly disinfected. Don't worry. Only joking, Michael, if you're watching. No, I did buy. Actually, I bought this off the very first time we attempted any kind of nerd event, didn't we? When we had we had one at the pub at the Lonsdale in Jesmond.
That's what that is, mate. You say?
And and Michael had I think he had a couple of these at the time, didn't he? There, or did he have?
He's actually got 2 now at home to fix, and he's got his own.
He just restored this one, and
that's right.
At the end of the night, a drunken me bought it off him. Yeah.
Yeah. For how much? Can I ask? It was a very good price.
It was 120, I think.
Yeah, you got it for a very good price. I know that.
He just restored it. He just done all the resoldering on the ribbon, which apparently is the troublesome bit. And then it came with one game. It came with Mario Tennis.
Brilliant.
I'm sure it was about that I paid for him. Yeah. I can't remember. I was smashed at the end of the night and ended up PayPaling him a load of money.
Yeah.
And then we came out of the pub and all the metros were off, and me and Kevin had to go and find a taxi with a Virtual Boy in hand.
Good night, though, wasn't it?
It was a good night.
It was a good night. Yeah, the Vec setup as well, didn't they? And there was the Simpsons arcade on the big screen.
Oh, the Simpsons was great on the arcade. Yeah, that's right.
How's the football shorts?
Put the Pandora's box into the big projector, didn't we?
That's right. It was brilliant, man. That wasn't it. Look how far we've come since then.
It was good. Back at the Lonsdale. So hopefully we'll get back to pubs and things and drinks and games and events and stuff this year. So Michael's going. So this year Michael's going for Virtual Boy. Yeah. And
everyone, but except for that one, that's the Gundam, which is £1,200 at CEX.
I wouldn't mind getting more Virtual Boy games. I've only got a few.
I think I'll get all of them except for that one.
Apart from Mario Tennis, I've got a Red Alarm. It's kind of like Star Fox.
I just started this week. I've got 2.
Hey, what's that Mario one there?
Mario Tennis.
Because my Mario Tennis is loose, unfortunately. But for Red Alarm, I've got Vertical Force, which is a vertical shooter.
That's the one I played. That's what had that at the Lonsdale.
And I've got Virtual League Baseball.
Yeah.
But it's sealed. Should we open it on camera?
I'll get it.
No, I don't open it.
No,
don't open it.
The pressure.
Honestly, I've come close to opening it loads of times because I don't care. It's baseball.
Just buy it again and sell that one up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I am going to go for some more obscure things this year, I think. Like, we were talking earlier on about the Sega Nomad.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to go for those sort of things.
But they're making a new one. They're making a new Sega Nomad.
I think a new one. Martin Staleford had mentioned they're making a fake Sega Nomad.
It's not fake. It's officially licensed. It's like the retro bits.
Yeah, because Sega will license their shit out to anybody.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at your T-shirt, Chris.
I've had this for years.
Yeah.
Your favorite T-shirt? It's wrecked like it's like 40 bits.
This T-shirt. You got Atari. Mike, are you got a slogan T-shirt? Or are you wearing your normal polo shirt?
Is it the Rocky Horror?
No, it's Molotov Jukebox.
What's that?
They're a band with the lead singers from Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Which one?
Which one?
The one that's
do you
Sam
know?
got.
What do you call her? Hold on. Osha from Game of Thrones. She's also in Harry Potter.
Ah,
Oh,
You know.
I don't know.
I have to Google that.
Well, though.
Are they quite new music though?
No. Been around for years. Google it.
Yeah.
No?
Carol's Google it now.
How could Google?
I've got What Culture? What Culture Pro?
Oh, I like What Culture.
I like What Culture as well.
I am trying to sort out some hoodies this week for Nerd Arcade, but it's getting someone to print them off is the hard bit.
What Culture are local? We should challenge What Culture to an arcade game fight.
Fight.
I'll get reviewing it, won't it?
Well,
Johnny Depp.
What Culture are based in Newcastle. I mean,
Am I like to bring this?
they've we've got an arcade. They've got actual subscribers.
Can I bring that?
Please don't. You might get arrested.
Google that though, I like that. Yeah.
So if you're watching Scott from What Culture,
I won't bring my gun. I won't bring my gun blade.
didn't all the good ones take off and form Cultaholic anyway?
Just before this recent lockdown, I had a message from, I think, Danny from it's one of them gaming places in Sunderland, Harry's Game Shack.
Oh yeah, I've heard of the place, yeah.
Harry's Game Shack, and she's in the group, and she was just saying how she likes the group, etc., and everything, and she would like to do something. Maybe it's a tournament or something, if you're up for that.
They're quite modern with their games, aren't they? Are they not like all like Fortnite and stuff?
They can be a bit more modern, but they don't have to be. I mean, some modern things are also...
Can you imagine the shambles if we sent like a Fortnite team?
Actually, Simon, that would be fun, wouldn't it? That would be fun.
Oh,
wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would be, I.
Cannot stand that damn game. Like,
My little one loves it.
I've played it once, and that was it. And I came seventh, and I thought I'd won the Champions League. I'm not lying.
My nephew plays it.
But we could do something, couldn't we? We could think of something. Why don't we do something modern in something retro tournament?
Well, can do.
So something we're good at, ish.
What are we good at, though?
modern good at.
There's very few games I would actually say I'm good at.
Yeah, I'm the same. I like them, but I'm not very good at them.
Yeah, I enjoy playing them. It doesn't make us good at them. I mean, I like playing Street Fighter, and against you guys, I'd probably wipe the floor with you. But against somebody who actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah, I know.
I'm good against other people who are just as decrepit and useless as me. I stand out, but you know.
Well, Sam, why don't we get some people who in the group who are lush at that, and then we represent them.
Lush at what?
They represent us.
Better than us at games. They represent us. We drink in the background, going yeah, and they beat Harry's Game Shack.
Should we just take the kids? Should we just take all the kids along?
So what you're talking about
Yeah.
is that stand in the background while someone else is better at games. It's like the arcades back in the day, isn't it?
Yeah, it is, Simon. Not like we're in the background going, yeah, well, yeah.
Stand in the background, looking enthusiastic while other people do well. It's the school disco all over again.
Yeah. but we're gonna hold the nerd banner. Going, yeah.
That's pretty much what we did at the school disco as well, I think, just without the banner.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, what we're doing now, really.
Michael's frozen.
Yeah.
Hope he's back.
No, he's not.
How did my face look? Was it?
It was kind of the
You weren't green.
look. Yeah.
No, you weren't green.
Did you get the bit where I put my foot against a little droppy bit of my chair and it went down? No.
Mate, what are you playing?
No,
What
it's
are you
not-
playing in the background?
Look for that. Look for that. That'll be funny. My face.
Mate, what are you playing in the background?
That one or that one?
That one, not Bubble Bobble, not Miss Pac-Man.
Mate, I don't know what when you're pointing at on your screen.
Right, not Miss Pac-Man. Not Miss Pac-Man.
Game Boy again.
It's Alfred Chicken.
Oh, for chicken.
It's
On the
for
Game
the Retro Game Challenge. On a group on Facebook, on WhatsApp. And every week there's a new challenge. But this one is dog shit, like.
Oh. Can we point out, while we are live, that Mick is also opening his own arcade up?
Possibly. Not an arcade. Cafe. Gaming cafe.
Yeah.
What, in Whitley?
Hopefully, yeah.
God, that's good.
Is this just so Michael's got somewhere to send his broken arcade machine?
I don't go. We got nowhere near that. I'd say they go in the back of Justin's van to
Someone fix them.
Foxy's house.
What's the plan? Are you going to get using relish? Is that your spot at the moment? Are you going to use that? Are you?
I'm what? Sorry.
Are you going to use your spot you got at the moment?
No. Different place.
All right.
Different place. I'm looking at a couple of places at the moment.
Okay, very mysterious. We'll keep
Very
an eye
well.
on it.
It is mysterious. I wasn't expecting that to be said there. That was like, oh, what?
We'll keep an eye on that.
Definitely. You'll hear all about it as soon as.
I can cut that if it doesn't need to be said yet.
No, it's fine. It's fine.
I was thinking about doing the same thing. Actually, I might do the same thing myself.
Why not?
Might be doing the same thing across there. We'll steal his idea.
Come over to Whitley. It's just all open or one next door to each other. Just do no work and have everyone in one of them.
Do something you enjoy. Why not?
No, good looking at it. That's class.
Yeah. Dope. Can only be good. More things like this.
Yeah,
Exactly.
it'd be more console based than arcade based, but
A gaming cafe
yeah.
for all the hipsters who enjoy their Mocha Choca Al Pacinos.
Al Pacino's.
I might even just call it "I drink that just for you, son."
Oh, well, that sounds cool.
I won't be giving them like retro game names.
Oh, you should. A prize to whoever comes up with the best retro game themed coffee name.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Prize.
Yeah. A free coffee at your place or something.
A free coffee when it opens. A free entry into the Nerd Arcade. How's that sound?
Lifetime.
Excuse me? You're giving away my vouchers.
Free Frappuccino too or something.
Oh.
So okay, Chris Sega. Then apparently Michael's going to collect Virtual Boy and reopen his arcade, and Mick's going to have a trendy drainpipe wearing coffee house. What does the future hold for the alcoholic establishment known as Chris Sega's Yem?
I don't know.
You're going to serve more carveries.
I think so. Yeah. Well, if I'm going to open again at some point, it'd be nice.
So you could
We
maybe
tried to buy
you could do
a
something.
house last year, and I'll go put on wheels and probably buy a house this year.
Super Carvery Fighter too.
Nice.
Mortal Carvery. Mortal Carvery.
I already do that. Yeah. I've just got an Evercade, so I'm probably gonna concentrate on buying more Evercade games this year. We got scammed, didn't we, Mick?
I think so, yeah.
I'll tell the world about your scam.
Got scammed, eh?
Terrible. Who buy?
Oh, your fault, Chris. So your fault.
So I found a load of cheap Evercade games on eBay, and I was like, "Oh, look, Mick, look at these." It's like a power seller selling them for like 80% the price. So I bought a couple. You bought a few, didn't you?
So 80% though, 80%. It's not like too good to be true, is it? It's like all right.
No, exactly that.
So I bought.
Do you know what? I think something's happened to the guy.
Do you think
I
he's
think
got?
I think he might have died or something.
I think he's
and they're
dead.
sitting
Wow.
slagging him off. Or he's maybe got the Rona, man. He's maybe in
So
long as
in
he took
his
hospital.
money.
Because he was a power seller. He had loads of great feedback, and then like a few days into the new year, that was it. It was just like 90 negative feedback reports.
Do you know what that normally means? Someone's hacked his eBay account.
Yeah.
They hack a decent eBay account because everyone trusts them. They'll sell a load of stuff.
All right, okay.
And then let the guy take the flak.
I mean, when I was looking down, like if you look in the items, it was makeup, it was watercolors, paint and stuff like that. It was a really eclectic mix, and he had some strange stuff, but it wasn't that eclectic mix, if you know what I mean. What he was selling when I looked.
I thought what he was doing was, I thought he was buying the bundles on Fun Stock where you get all.
And that's probably what he was doing there.
So anyway, after I bought a couple and I said, "Yo, maybe have a look at this," I was looking to try and buy a few more. So I bought every single game that I didn't have. That was like 9 games off the guy. So, and I've got to wait because I did it later as well. I've got to wait another week before I can claim the rest of them back. He's got like I don't know, like 90 quid's worth of me money at the moment. Anyway, I've got.
So, have you managed to put a claim in yet for any of them?
For the first 2 I did today. Yeah.
I'm still not. Today I'm still not allowed to yet. Give it a few more days. Basically, is what the big banner on eBay says.
12th. I can do it on the 12th. Anyway, yeah, we got scammed anyway. So beware, guys.
I wouldn't say we got scammed. I think getting scammed is the wrong word.
What's it? On a positive side,
and I've got no games, so.
What do you think of it?
That's true. Yeah, I paid money. I've got no games. You scamming.
What do you think of it so far, Chris? What's your thoughts on the Evercade?
Honestly, I've only played 1 cartridge because there's like 11 games on a cartridge. Well, the cartridge I put in anyway. I put in cartridge 2 and the Namco Collection 1 with Pac-Man and all sorts of others, and I really like it. I didn't want to start just going through all my cartridges straight away because it becomes sort of like you don't play any of the games if you do that. So I've decided to open 1 cartridge a week and play them. So I did better than I've ever done on Pac-Man. Got to about level 7, which is brilliant for me. And I've been playing Galaxian as well, which is fun. Yeah, it's good. It's I mean, quality-wise, it's a bit more plasticky than I thought it was going to be. But the quality of the screen and the buttons, a lot of people complain about the D-pad, but I think it's quite good. It seems better
the quality is fine especially for the price level it's released at. I think the screen itself, I don't think it has the best viewing angles. It's fine straight on, but as soon as you seem to tilt it either way, it changes the colours and things. But for a 50 quid console,
I only paid 44 for it because Mankind had a sale. Just a starter kit with the 1 game. It was 44. The day later, they put the price up to 54. I think they mispriced it. I'm happy with that. You know me, I'm tight and I'm cheap, so any bargains, 80% on eBay, and I'm there. You know.
If that's true, you've whilst you're closed, you could probably make a decent living down the docks.
Can you believe this game is worth like hundreds and hundreds of pounds?
No.
Then Castlevania
3.
I think there's more. I mean, they're good games.
Good game, but look at it.
No, but I mean, for the time, it was still a good game.
For 8-bit, if you think what else we're playing in the 8-bit era, Castlevania 3 is class.
Yeah, I mean, having a health bar and having like finding upgrades and stuff for your character. Like
at that time, I was playing Roland on the Ropes. For sake.
Horace Goes Skiing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Horace Goes Skiing.
Oh, it's a terrible game.
No, it
makes me so angry.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, to even get to the point where you go skiing, you've got to get across that road at the start.
No.
It takes it. It takes you ages to get the bit where you can ski, and once you get there, it's not worth it.
You've not earned enough money to ski. See you later.
It's basically Frogger till you get to the point where you can speak, and then just crap.
Right, guys, we're coming to the end of the podcast, but we do obviously have a very special guest for this week. As promised, we've pulled some strings, we've tickled some knobs, and we've got Hollywood royalty.
Oh my word.
Johnny Depp, who we're going to cut to. Johnny Depp is agreed to come onto the Northeast Retro Den podcast. He's a big fan. And give us his top 3 retro gaming moments of 2020. Mr. Depp, take it away.
It's certainly.
I'm afraid we've run out of time. We don't quite enough have time for Mr. Depp. We'll catch you later.
No.
Jonathan,
No.
If you hang by, we'll try and get you on the next podcast. You might have to fight with Matt Damon. We'll get one of you on. This has been the Northeast Retro Den podcast. Thank you very much to my colleagues, my co-hosts, Michael Henderson, Mike Smith, and Chris Sager. I've been Gamer Si. Keep a hard.